Oh, g'day cunts. It's Uncle Raph here with another fragrance review from Down Under. And you know what? Today's Australia Day, so we're going to be reviewing some Australian fragrances. Let's have a look at what we've got on the menu before we chuck another fragrance on the barbie. Check it out. It's an Aussie fragrance. It's an Aussie fragrance set, and I'm going to tell you all about a brand called Goldfield Banks, which is an Aussie fragrance brand. Let's see what we got first on the menu, eh? But before that, I've got to have some beer. I'm dry as a dead dingo's donger. Ah, beauty. Let's go. First up, what they sent me here is Pacific Rock Moss. It's a sample of this one, and it's supposed to be like Pacific rock moss from the Pacific Ocean down in New South Wales, or up in New South Wales. But what happened was, they sent me a broken bottle. Yeah, it was broken. So all I could do was smell the bottle, and it smelled like something, I don't know. So I call this one Specific Cockloss. Now, Specific Cockloss, I wish I could tell you what that smelled like, because all I could do was smell the bottle because it was empty when it got there. Now, it didn't break in shipping, I know that, because there was no liquid and it didn't smell like Specific Cockloss in the package, which meant that it was broken well before it was put into the sample. Pull your finger out, Goldfield Banks. Next on the menu, we've got another sample here, and this one's called Sunset Hour. Now, I thought that this would be very feminine, based on the actual notes that are involved. But you know what? It actually ended up being quite nice. Now, as a bloke, I'm not really into sweet fragrances, but this one really is sweet, but it doesn't feel like it's cloyingly sweet. So I actually really like this. Now, I really like the concept behind Goldfield Banks over here, which is what I'm reviewing today, in that they use Aussie ingredients. Aussie flora and fauna as their ingredients, and at least one of their ingredients has got some Aussie background. And Sunset Hour being the desert peach from Western Australia, wherever that is. And I really actually enjoy wearing this in the evening time. It was really comforting and relaxing, but at the same time I could see it on a night out as well, especially when the weather's pretty warm, like it's fucking stinking hot today. Time for a fucking smoko, isn't it? Fuck me, it's fucking hot. It's an Aussie beer too. This is good old Cooper's. So here I am getting skin cancer just for a YouTube video. Next on the menu, we've got this one right here, which is Southern Bloom. I really love the opening on this one because it uses the Boronia flower. All the way from, where the fuck is this from? From Bruny Island in Tasmania, wherever that is. I don't even think it's part of the continent. Anyway, so Southern Bloom has got the Boronia flower, and Boronia's over there, and I've been to Boronia, but I've never actually smelt the Boronia flower. This note is really lovely floral. You've never smelt something like this before, I guarantee it, but it fades away really quick in the opening and starts to go into that jasmine sort of base. I get a lot of jasmine or hedione from this, and it smells pretty nice, but I've got a lot of fragrances that do that in the mid, and it doesn't really get really good until the dry down, when that Boronia flower starts to come back somehow and mixes with those soft woods in the base to give you a really nice, pleasant dry down. All right. Oi! Give us my ciggies back, you cunt. Bloody 9-year-olds, I tell ya. And last on the list, we've got this one here, which is Bohemian Lime. And you know what? This has got, from Byron Bay, the good old finger lime of Australia. Now, if you don't know what finger lime is, it's kind of like a really tart lime, and it kind of smells like vetiver almost. And I really love it on a fucking stinking hot day like this. And as you can see, I've worn quite a bit of it already because it's just so easy to wear. I'm going to chuck some of this on right now. Real easy to wear, and you know what? It doesn't last all that long, you reckon, but it does because you catch whiffs of it all throughout the day, and it's really, really nice when it dries down, especially to that vetiver base. Now, I better get these fuckers out of the sun before they overcook, and before I overcook as well. So, cheers to you, thanks for watching, and have a great Australia Day.